The Basset Hound, also known simply as Basset Hound, is probably known to most people as Hush Puppy, the trademark of the shoe brand of the same name. Many viewers also know him from the TV series Columbo, where he appeared as Columbo's pet, called Dog. Literature lovers know that the most famous description of a Basset Hound can already be found in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. From a visual point of view, this short-legged, but therefore all the longer dog is certainly a question of taste. And, as is well known, one can argue about taste. The Basset Hound is known to be a laid-back and friendly dog, and its lovers appreciate its affectionate nature. Despite their rather sluggish appearance, Bassets are cheerful, courageous, and reliable dogs with a pronounced love of movement. Due to his affectionate and loving nature, he is also an ideal family dog, which is very friendly with children. The Basset Hound is not aggressive but tends to have a well-known stubbornness that cannot be trained. Since this dog has a very keen sense of smell and can therefore smell other animals from a great distance, owners should also be vigilant. Especially in wooded areas, it often happens that a basset follows its instinct and runs after a game or follows tracks from which it is difficult to dissuade. Contrary to what one might initially expect, the Basset Hound has great endurance. He needs his daily exercise and enough exercise, and he wants to go outside in all weathers. The reason for this lies in the history of this dog breed, because the Basset Hound was originally bred as a pack hunting dog. Only extreme breeds and development into a fashion dog let the Basset Hound appear as a lazy and lethargic dog. The early Bassets loved to run around and sniff the undergrowth. Anyone who wants to get such a dog these days must see it as their duty to be able to offer them sufficient exercise. Hunting companions are ideal for this. But owners can also fall back on tracking games or similar activities. The stubbornness of a Basset Hound must be taken with humor by the owner, otherwise, you often have trouble with your dog. Also, being a pack dog originally, the Basset Hound does not like to be alone. In addition, the dog can easily be kept together with conspecifics or other animals. Since Bassets usually only obey when they see a sense in doing so, training must be consistent and patient. We, therefore, recommend keeping them for beginners with basic knowledge of dog training. If enough exercise can be offered, the Basset Hound can also be kept in the city. A typical feature of the Basset Hound is its elastic and loose coat, which reduces the risk of injury in dense undergrowth. Another visual characteristic of the Basset Hound is its very flat physique with a straight back. In addition, there are long ears, a thick neck, and extremely short legs. Important, when selecting puppies, care must be taken to find a reputable breeder who does not offer animals with exaggerated breeding. Its short little legs already give you an idea. The Basset Hound is certainly not a nimble runner. The dog is particularly suitable as a scent hound, tracking down a game that has been shot in the undergrowth that is difficult to access. In the past, it was used to hunt hares and rabbits in packs, but today it serves more as a four-legged companion in the family. What has remained, however, is his excellent sense of smell, which enables him to successfully follow even old tracks, and his hunting instinct. Over the years, the Basset Hound has developed into a good-natured, loyal, and child-loving dog, which is also ideally suited as a family dog. However, you should be careful with small children. Even if the Basset Hound seems small at first because of its low shoulder height, it is a comparatively heavy dog that can sometimes knock over a small child roughly when playing wildly. He is rather dismissive towards strangers and shows this with studious disinterest. He gets along particularly well with other dogs, which is also due to his earlier use as a pack dog. There is a certain level of vigilance, and it is not uncommon for the postman or other unfamiliar persons approaching a property to be barked at. However, a Basset Hound will never react aggressively or even bite. Despite its good nature, the Basset Hound is a very stubborn, not to say stubborn, dog, which makes it difficult to train. Drilling in the barracks yard will not get you very far with him. Rather, you should use his playfulness and intelligence to train him. The best way to get rid of this trainable but also very gluttonous dog is to lure him with treats. Although stingy and quite cool in appearance, Bassets are very affectionate. They are very social dogs and love to be with their family, so being alone is not their thing. Some dog owners do not take into account that a Basset Hound should not necessarily be kept in the apartment on the 3rd floor, as the dog has a hard time climbing stairs after a certain age. Unfortunately, it often happens that a Basset Hound is in need and is deported to an animal shelter. This dog is definitely not fast, but you shouldn't forget that the Basset Hound is a hunting dog during daily exercise. His thing is long, rather leisurely walks, during which he can sniff around as he pleases. Due to his physique, he is by no means suitable as a sports companion dog or for dog sports. On hot midsummer days, it is better to take it easy with the Basset Hound, and it is better to move the times of exercise to the cooler morning and evening hours, because the cozy four-legged friend does not tolerate high temperatures as well. In order to relieve the dog of the strain of great heat, it is good to always have some water with you to drink and to cool down the long floppy ears. But you should also be careful when hiking through the snow in winter. Due to their short legs, male Basset Hounds can be affected by frostbite on the foreskin and scrotum in winter. Grooming the Basset Hound is completely unproblematic. Occasional brushing is sufficient. However, sensitive, drooping ears must be checked regularly to avoid ear infections. Stocky dogs tend to be overweight and have torsion in the stomach, which is why you should pay attention to particularly high-quality and balanced food, and preferably feed them smaller portions several times a day. Otherwise, it is important to ensure that the Basset climbs stairs as little as possible, especially during the growth phase as a puppy. Basset puppies should therefore be kept at ground level. Suitable puppy food with the right calcium dosage also helps to prevent irregular bone growth in the cute four-legged friend. Are you thinking about getting a Basset Hound? Let us know what you decide in the comments below. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a Basset Hound, please share this with them. If you liked this video, check out our website. The link is in the description of this video. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.